Hey, that actually worked out. I'm actually shocked. I'm surprised. Things don't usually work out like that for me. That actually worked out pretty good. Jerry rigging things. Anyways, good afternoon, universe. I know I've been not being consistent like I should have been. And you know what? I was talking to somebody and they said, don't be greedy. You write things, share them. I said, I'm not greedy. I guess that is greedy. I was trying to come up with an excuse, but I really couldn't bring one to mind at that moment. So the truth is, yeah, I guess I was being lazy. But anyways, let's get to it then. This is called destruction of the inner inside. The strongest battle falls inside, and the destruction of any one person can be disastrous, and furthermore, is destructive to the inner inside, which is unfair to the ones you say you care about. The mask is created from the inside to protect the outside against attack. So excuse me if you can't understand the way I act. How can you say you care if you dare to destroy my inside, when that in which you cannot see? Is that why? Because you can't see the damage it's doing, blow for blow? It's just a question. I don't know. I wrote this piece about inconsiderate comments that are being shared in between different people, and you don't realize what it's doing on the inside. So because you can't see the actual wound being torn open, you just go past your day with it, and which is pretty ruinsome. Because that's the interesting thing, is you can't see it happening. So it's like, wow, if you have a wife, if you're in a relationship or not, even the relationships with the people you are around all the time, it'd be important to think about how destructive your words can be, because words are something that exist on the inside and continuously play, just like the gentleman that said, don't be greedy. Share what you have to say, But anyway, that was written 3/30/2020 by Ivory Daniels. Okay. Move forward. Excuse me. It's called The Wrong Ways. One moment. Okay. The wrong ways. A man prepares a bull to start to shave. He's brave on the side of the road, dirt from the day before. And as you can see, the homeless stage is a reminder to do right. And now you remember the lost days now found, but it's work to stay this way. No drugs, no way out. If you choose to make the wrong choices, to do wrong, then back to prison you go, since you can't behave. Back you go to the stage of homelessness, the hard ground, the hard path. There's no way. And I wrote that, 3/31/2020, written by Ivory Franklin Daniels. I wrote that because I used to be homeless. And every stage in San Diego that I've been in a different drug stage, a different health stage, a different mental stage. I would have to say that this is my best stage. If you've seen me around, you would know that that person is growing. That's great. It's interesting, the things that are inside of people that, just given time, maybe you just need to be pushed in the right direction. Which is interesting, because you know what? The memory man just brought something right now. I have let's see. One moment. is actually, like, I would say, an invention or an idea. It's called the Push Facility. Why is that important? Because we can't give up on the youth, which is interesting right now because all this time we've been trying to keep the youth off the street. Now they have nowhere to go but to the place you've been trying to keep them away from, which is crazy. Anyways, yes, it's an idea. It's called the Push Facility. The Push program is named after the Push Facility, a place where our youth and seasoned prisoners live together. A seasoned prisoner is a prisoner that's been in prison for quite some time. That means he's seasoned. Anything that's seasoned, you don't need any type of additives to it because it's already perfect. They're trying to get out, so they can help mold the youth that's obviously rebellious. Help mold them in a way that they can get out, because that's what their drive is. So, anyways, okay. Seasoned prisoners live together to help build and cultivate our youth. It's not too late for them. They still have a chance. But the window of opportunity becomes smaller as they grow up. To change their rebellious, destructive behavior, the Push program is designed to curb the youth by using each one teach one. It's a method, actually, and it really goes, because as humans, we learn from one another. And that's how our behavior is structured. So, by using the each one teach one attitude, instead of pushing the youth with force like the Scared Straight program, the Push program just pushes them in the right direction by means of education, by means of wisdom, by means of learning what ethics are, from work ethics to home ethics to day-to-day living. Some people just need a little push, others need more. But from ages 12 to 18, yeah, old. It's a race to keep them in place. How it works, it is one youth and one seasoned prisoner living together in a single cell. For the real hard ones, close quarters can help. For the less rebellious ones, then dorm living, which has 8 to 9 beds, allows more seasoned people than youngsters. But remember, we're aiming to save at least one. And that will save another, then that will save 2, and so on, etc. And that is the memory that was brought by the memory man, based on wrong ways and trying to save other people's days. Sending out a SOS, you're right, save our ship, but we're in 2020 now, so I would have to say a SMS, a text message, but also it says save my soul or my spirit, however you like to hear it, but to move forward. This is called the love of two. The love of two is powerful enough to challenge the wrongdoers, but beware. He will protect the family unit. Strong, tight hug shows his passion. That's never needed to be expressed, but he does. Anyway, the love of two can bring you close, and the love of two will start to change you, and the love of two will never break you, only build you, and that's what the love of two can do. 3/31/2020, written by Ivory Franklin Daniels. And then this is for today, which actually sparked from a conversation that I had with a gentleman at the gas station. It's called the payoff. The free money that is being given away, will that cover up all that is? Okay, the payoff. the free money that is being given away, would that cover up all that has done, all that has been done in regards to Trump? Just a question. Will you take money in return for wrongdoing? If that's the case, then it's okay to be a criminal. And if that's okay, then it's okay to disrespect women. All that has been done to Lady Liberty, and for some gold, $2,000 or $1,200, you'll sell your soul and forget all that has been done while the U.S. is in his care. And from his actions, it shows that he doesn't care. So what will you sell for $1,200? Will that make up for all that has been done since he's been our president? I mean, I don't really track the news because I think it's bullshit, a lot of it, but from an observation standpoint, just watching what he has done, I would say that you don't really give a fuck about your country, and it's like a reality show. You know, what can I do? You envy the fact that you have restrictions on your power. Every other country, you know, dictator, they don't have restrictions. If they want you gone, boom, I don't gotta fire you. I can have you wrapped up or shot right there where you stand. And I believe that's Trump's angle, and he envies the fact that there's restrictions on his behavior. So I would say that if you're just going to take the compensation for my fuck-ups in the means of $1,200 or $1,000, or, you know, we'll say $5,000, would that compensate you for the wrongdoing that I've done? So it's okay to fuck you over consistently, but as long as I give you a little bit of pay, you'll be okay. And then I can do it continuously the rest of the days. I mean, will money compensate for your fuck-ups? And if that's the case, what are you really striving for? What are you driving for? The money compensates you in one way, but in another way, it fucking leaves you stranded at the end of the day, possibly in the beginning, because you'd probably be using the whole day trying to figure out, are you even winning? Am I winning? How can I be compensated for your fuck-ups? Damn, that's crazy. Anyways, interesting. Not to mention you're taking the money. When you're giving money, you're obviously taking it from somewhere else. There's a lot of businesses that are falling right now. Kudos to money, but do you ever take a second to figure out where that money came from? Like, there's businesses that are falling right now, and there's businesses that are rising right now. You know, the sickness, I believe that if you're a child, you're going to get sick anyway, because your immune system is like that. If you're old, you're going to get sick anyway, even if it wasn't out. What's going to happen next year? What happened to Ebola? What happened to the mosquitoes? What happened to the, with the pork? Every year they're coming up with something else, and you fall for it. Like, it's really crazy, because the people scatter and all of this happens rapidly. I think that's what makes the situation that much worse. But every year is something different. So, and then you have this guy that says it's okay to disrespect women, it's okay to disrespect, people of ethnicity or nationality. Where you're from, where you're not from, how much money you got, how much you don't got. You say it's unpatriotic not to stand for the flag for the football players, but you live in a hotel. A hotel. It's unpatriotic to live in that hotel rather than the White House. I mean, I'm just saying. You talked about the dude that was in the military that just because he got caught, but he completed his objectives. Well, I mean, that was brave as fuck to do that. You don't do that. I mean, it's so fucking crazy. We never had a president ever to talk so foul about people. If that's what's on your agenda, you could do that in your own home by your fucking self. After a hurricane, you pass out fucking paper towels. Are you fucking joking? Are you fucking joking? Why are you passing out fucking paper towels? Is it a fucking joke or something? Like, and you're throwing them like it's a fucking, like we're at, oh man, I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep a hold on my profanity, but sometimes it gets away from me because profanity is like makeup. You don't need makeup, but women wear it because it highlights their natural beauty. Profanity kind of does the same thing. It has an exclamation point after every letter, and as soon as you get to the K, that is what makes the word that strong. The F and the K, you know, it can ruin a motherfucker's day. Like, woo, like, whoa, dang. But yeah, who does that? Why would you pass out paper towels? Paper towels, like, after a hurricane, are you fucking serious? Pass out paper towels if I spilled something off my counter, like. I thought that was like a commercial or something for. I thought it was like after a football thing. I didn't even know what he was throwing. I said, "Are those paper towels?" That dude is fucking throwing. They just had a hurricane and you're throwing paper towels? Is this a joke? This can't be real, right? Oh, that's fucking crazy. That is fucking stupid. And then the same people that, you know, it's like, wow. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing that this guy is still existing. Like, he is so fucking inconsiderate. It's crazy that he's still there. Like, it's amazing. Like, who wouldn't, like, I would never I wouldn't even let that guy clean my bathrooms. Ever. Ever. He has no consideration for people. Of gender, of nationality, of the ethnicity. He has no consideration for people in general. And all the people that had consideration, he fired them. That's foul. Super foul. But it's just amazing that if he gave you some money, you go ahead and change that out. Like, it's alright. The money will make up for fucking passing out paper towels after a hurricane. Make sure that we said hurricane, right? We said hurricane, right? Houses were destroyed. And you're passing out paper towels and trash bags. And t-shirts like we're at the game. But that's amazing. That's amazing that you would allow that guy. How he talks to women, like, that's fucking crazy too, because you talk about equality, but you do not show it. It's another question, you know? Here's another question. This is just a question. Why is it the only time a man gets down before a woman is when he's asking her to marry him? But after that point, that's over. That whole little piece is over. And then you have a abundance of inconsiderate comments consistently rolling like footage camera. It's a trip. That's funny. That is interesting. I just seen somebody with somebody. Is a trip. You know, spider webs are funny. You know, even when the web looks broken and it doesn't even look like it's anything, don't be the fool that before you. Yeah, the web looks broken, but that's what the same soul thought before he decided to rest his feet, you know, occupy that one spot. After that, it was over. Interesting. It happens like that. But we should hurry up before this shuts down on us. So we have to pay off. Okay, one moment. Yep, I guess that's it. Well, universe, you enjoy the rest of your afternoon. And you know what's interesting about YouTube is that everybody lives in the universe. We're all part of one another. We're all meant to rely on one another. It's interesting. And so when I think about what the gentleman said, don't be greedy. Share what you have to say. And I was like, nah. He's like, yeah. You have some interesting things to say. Share what you have to say. I said, all right. So, and he lives in the universe, because we all live in the universe. So when speaking to the universe, you're speaking to everybody. Not just myself. When I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself. So I'm talking to myself all the time. And that's another thing. There's a lot going on up there that I don't even have enough money. I don't have enough cameras for, like, you know. But I don't have enough footage. Because then some of the things I have to say are just off of impulse, and it's just spoken. That means it's straight from my heart. I mean, the things that I've written are from the heart too, but it's a splice off what the brain has to say. The authenticity to what your heart has to say is like, it's powerful. It's like understanding a butterfly's metamorphosis, a transformation of the mind, body, and soul. And what's amazing is that as humans, we all go through it. Every species on the planet goes through it. Not quite like a cocoon, but maybe. Maybe like metaphorically. Maybe, you know, figuratively. Your surroundings could be your cocoon. Once you've overlapped that, now it's time to pull you from there and plant you somewhere else. It's only when you're not growing. When you're not growing, then at that point, there's no point to replant you. you would think maybe we should just tear up the dirt and try again. Even though it had pretty flowers, but it was dying on the inside. The destructive hand is easily broken, so we don't arrive at the same conclusion. So hopefully, you'll think about the people that you're using. Oh yeah, Acura. I was supposed to say that because there's an Acura car behind me. I don't know why they don't say that they put the A in automotive. A plus, because their symbol. I was supposed to say that. Put the A in automotive, Acura. That's interesting. That was their commercial, their sales pitch for Acura. Yeah. Every car model has something else, something different to it. Lexus is luxury. What was the other one? I forgot what the other one is. Maybe if another car comes by, I might see it. But now that I've already thought about it like that, I'm like, dang, A plus, because A plus is the best you could do. Everybody knows that. Everybody who's been to school or even dropped out of school, A plus is the best you could do. So if you put the A in automotive, you can't be better than that, because in order to even look up for a car, you gotta know it's in the automotive section. So I don't know if they could live up to that title, though. I haven't checked everything. This has nothing to. I just thought about it when I looked at it. I said, you know what? Their A looks like A plus, huh? A plus. You can't get better than that. I wonder if they could live up to that. If they put the A in automotive. Interesting. And then the Audi Deuces, and then I forgot what the other one was. Oh, in the world of muscle, which would be Ford or Chevy, because they make muscle cars. So, in the world of muscle, if you're not out of the way, you're in the way, which is actual fact. Muscle cars, man, they're beast. If you're not out of the way, you're definitely in the way. But, needless to say, that's all I have to say. Enjoy the rest of your day. You know what? I just paused it because I forgot to say, if you like what I have to say, you can subscribe to my channel at Ivory F. Daniels. And that's it.